Welcome to Investor XP. This is the news show that covers investing for gamers. Our message? We want gamers to become investors and secure their future. We believe that gamers like yourselves have strong, intelligent communities that allow the cultivation of ideas, and that gives you a distinct edge in the stock market. This show we discuss investment ideas focused around gaming, entertainment, and technology. I'm not a professional analyst, but I am retired under the age of 40 because of investing, and I want to help you build a better financial future. You can track my stock picks from the show on our website, investorxp.com. You can also see exactly what I'm investing in at kidbrokers.com. I'm building my kids' college fund with the very stocks we discuss on this show. The market is going sideways for the most part today. A couple of stocks are up, a couple of them are down in our portfolio. Let's take a quick look at how we're doing to start the show off. GameStop is making its way back up. It's cut its losses in half almost since it dropped off after its last earnings. Everything else is in the green. WWE is getting back down there. It's down a little bit today, but we're expecting a big bump Monday. If it doesn't bump up after the call following WrestleMania and the subscription numbers, it could present a pretty good buying opportunity again if it drops off, if people aren't happy with the numbers that they show Monday. They usually release some numbers after WrestleMania, and I think they've got a call scheduled, so we'll see what happens then. Everything else is looking good. We're still watching GameStop. Hopefully it gets back to where it was and it keeps climbing, so that would be good news. Articles that we got for today. We've got a couple of follow-ups from yesterday. Yeah, we're going to watch Destiny 2 trailer, see what that's all about, get an update on, we've done it a couple of times to show where to get the Nintendo Switch and then what it's looking like resale value-wise on eBay. So I saved a couple of auctions from eBay this morning to see what the price is, what it's going for currently. So we'll take a look at that. But let's jump right in to Destiny 2. I'm a little surprised that they're already coming out with Destiny 2. Not surprised. They said it in their last earnings call that'd be coming out in 2017, so I'm not surprised that I didn't know it was coming. It's just I thought they'd get a little bit more longevity out of Destiny with the players, but we'll see. Let me pull up the trailer here and take a look at it. Pull it up on the screen here. Let's see what it's all about. I am not a Destiny player. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so you're going to kind of get a reaction from someone that doesn't play. Let's see what this is about.
It may be dark, but we are Earth's greatest hope. Look around you. A gathering of noble guardians new and old.
Okay, listen up. You're a bunch of dirty misfits, but you're all that's left, so you'll have to do.
Our home was attacked. I was there, fought against the endless onslaught.
They kept coming, so I kept firing. Not gonna lie, I was magnificent.
Despite the sacrifice of many brave guardians, we lost everything. The tower, the city, our home.
So, everything is gone. Your stuff, my stuff, most importantly, my stuff.
Today we know our enemy. His name is
Gary! Or Gil. Glenn? Is it? I don't know. It's something with a G!
Gaul. I know you look to me in times of peril, but this is not my battle alone.
Which means if I don't see you out there, I'll kill you myself.
It is time to avenge this injustice, for that is the duty of all guardians.
Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe you won't.
So I ask you, who will stand with me?
Yeah! Really, guys?
That was inspiring.
Also, there will be a ton of loot! Yeah, right? That's what I thought.
Pre-order and get beta early access.
Beta early access. That's what they're doing with a lot of the games when you pre-order them. They give you the beta early access so you can start playing. I don't know. I didn't jump on board Destiny, and I was trying to think before I started the show why that was. I can't remember what game was out at the time that I was playing. Man, I'm not sure. Maybe I went. It was because I went with the Wii U at the time, and Destiny didn't come out for it. That may have been it. I may have just was busy with the Wii U. Probably, who knows, Wind Waker remake or something like that. But when I first heard that they were coming out with a kind of a MMO first-person shooter, I thought it was a pretty good concept, but I don't know. It didn't, for whatever reason, I just didn't go out, didn't buy it. Maybe it's still my dislike from Halo or whatever. I'd really like to see Bungie come up with something truly unique like they used to with Myth and things like that, but I'm not overly hyped for it. I'll get the opinion from some of my friends that play Destiny to see if it's worth it. I got a pretty decent amount of games upcoming. Friday the 13th, things like that. Breath of the Wild still going to take me quite a while, so it'd have to be something pretty good to kind of weasel its way in from the upcoming games to get my attention. I don't know. It sounds like you just lose your stuff and you got to go get all your stuff again in Destiny 2. I don't know. Let's take a look at Activision stock. Let's see here. It was down today, I know that. It got a bunch of downgrades recently. I wanted to show that. I was really surprised to see that. You don't see a lot of people downgrading Activision, but there's some downgrades. Analysts basically saying that they're running out of steam, and I would have to disagree. I'm going to pull up their last earnings report. I think it was their last one, quarter four. Their next earnings report is in May. February. Yeah, so this was the last one. Couple of things when looking at Activision, and we're big fans of Activision and their stock. They rely on player engagement, and in-game currency really drives a lot of their revenue. So they have the big thing that I'm looking at with Activision is this guy right here, World of Warcraft. That game is older than dirt, and it's still going strong for them making money. If they were to ever really revamp and come out with a sequel to World of Warcraft and get the subscribers that they once had at its peak, that would be gigantic for them. Really, Bungie's they've been adding, Destiny to it. I'd like to see a little bit more from them. Here was something interesting, and I've got another article that kind of coincides with this. They announced a new consumer products division, headed up by someone who worked with Mattel and Disney. That is very interesting. If they're getting into collectibles even more than they already are, and it's going to be its own division. That's very interesting. So if you look at Blizzard, they have a bunch of titles, and they're about the same as Destiny and Call of Duty. All of what Blizzard puts. It's hard to see that. Let me see if I can. That's showing up for you guys better. You know, the size of what the income that they bring in, and then they've got their King Digital, their little mobile thing, which they'll continue to grow that. But I thought it was interesting that Call of Duty and Destiny is basically what falls under here. Almost everything else is under Blizzard. They break it down here. There we go. There's kind of your Skylanders is also a part of it, which Skylanders is no joke. That's like $1 billion franchise. They got a lot of $1 billion franchises. But you've got Destiny and, you know, Call of Duty are your drivers there for the Activision section. And for the longest time, everything was about World of Warcraft and how many subscribers they had. That really dictated what the stock did, and they moved away from that and were able to monetize more of them. I thought Diablo 3 was going to be a bigger driver than it was, especially with the auction house. People really didn't like the auction house. I thought the auction house was going to drive a lot of money. Hearthstone's been a big sleeper, and Overwatch is a really big upcoming title for them. So Blizzard, they have a lot of games out there, but just the size of Call of Duty and Destiny kind of make up for that. So if Bungie had a couple of working titles instead of just Destiny, even one more hit out there, that could really change things up for them, I think. Will they still have people playing Destiny while they're playing Destiny 2? I don't know. You see a lot of overlap with Call of Duty. You have people playing the other ones because they are different enough where you go back and play them. Right now they have pretty decent active community in Black Ops 3 and their new Infinite Warfare. So I don't know if Destiny you're going to see that. I think Destiny 2, people are just going to flock right over to Destiny 2, or they might not flock over there at all and not want to play it. We're going to get actual gameplay coming up, I think, in May of what Destiny 2 looks like. We'll see then, but I don't know. If it keeps driving revenue for them, a good thing, and if it's a good game, obviously it's good for consumers, but I don't know, the trailer didn't do anything for me. It's probably because I didn't play Destiny. But still, we think Activision's a great investment. So one other thing before we leave off of Activision, it was Blizzard established a high-end collectibles line. And we just talked about the guy that they made their own division. He's from Mattel and Disney. So this is interesting that they're going into the collectibles. I like it. I think there's a good market there, obviously, and with why I'm buying GameStop, because I think GameStop, as they transform into collectibles, they'll be able to sustain their stores with that transformation. And it's a good sign when companies start saying, hey, we're going to get into the collectibles. I don't know about high-end collectibles. I don't know if they'll be selling these in GameStop or not, but there they are. Should be able to... let's take a look at them. Let's just take a quick look at what they have here. Curious which ones they're, what they look like, what they got going on. If it loads up. says you could browse the collection. There we go. There we go. Blizzard Collectibles. So you got Widowmaker statue from Overwatch. The Reaper statue, that's pretty cool. World of Warcraft, Hearthstone, that's pretty nice. Expensive, pricey, I don't know. I hope they branch out into cheaper ones. A little more. I mean, it's always nice to get the big collector edition thing, but it's, I don't know, these price points seem a little high to me. As doing like an add-on with their game, and that I think will help GameStop if you do add-ons with the games with some of these. I always thought Nintendo should, when I heard they were coming out with their cartridges for the Switch, I thought they should have made the Amiibos the cartridge game, so that gave you a reason to buy them, as you got a statue with the cartridge itself, as kind of part of the base or something. But obviously they didn't go in that direction. A little pricey on their statues, but I think people buy them. And if they did add a division for the collectibles here, I'm sure you'll see lower price point ones. It'll be something to watch in the future with Activision. People are saying stay away from their stock. I think they've got some potential out there. If they remastered something like World of Warcraft, really revamped it, they've got a lot of IPs that could explode, and who knows? Destiny 2 could be a big leap for people. We'll find out in the upcoming months, but we'll see. I don't know if I'll play it or not, but I definitely keep buying their stock. That's for sure. For Honor. Yesterday we talked about For Honor. There was going to be a blackout date. The community was upset at the bugs that they're having in For Honor. So there's a little update today on that. The Ubisoft, they sent out a patch. It rolls out a big new patch. Let me pull this up on the screen here. For Honor update arrives as fixes promise for matchmaking issues. So they're rolling out this patch to help things out. I don't know if the timing had anything to do with the community saying, hey, we're going to not play for a day to show you. They tweak some currency things in game. Finally, for the new For Honor update adds compensation package for all players related to the server outage that occurred. Oh, so there they get that. Got that going for you. So I guess that's something to look forward to in the patch. Top priority right now is stabilizing the game experience. Top engineers have been working to address the connectivity and matchmaking issues. I said it a lot yesterday. Ubisoft, they rush their games are out too early. They rush them, and it really makes for a poor experience. There's another article on the follow-up here about how they're going to have a stream to kind of talk with the community about what's going on. From Ubisoft Pros players, there's the outage. Post went live. Friday, the developers will be hosting their weekly live stream to answer players' questions directly. That's what I was looking for. And I can confirm that the team went through all the points you raised and will be addressing them. So they're going to have their developers live stream and kind of do a Q&A with it. And they may or may not go through with the blackout boycott. It depends on what happens during the Q&A. They said about if players are still going to boycott it. So, still bad news for Ubisoft. You really upsetting your community to the point where they're doing that. To me, this has just been another disappointing game from them. They're marked in the stay away from category, and for good reason, I think. And what did I say yesterday? As soon as I mark them in stay away from, don't like, don't invest in them, they're going to pop, and I think they did. Let me pull that up. Our pick so far, 12% up. Good. Happy with that. Should probably pull that up on the screen there. So, good there. So, what did I say? Let's pull up the don't like. Let's see. Ubisoft are up 1%. Not as big as Sony, but they are up, and that's like, as soon as I say don't like them, they're up, so I don't know. Zelda Breath of the Wild update patch today that's supposed to fix the frame rate issue. I have not seen the patch yet. I haven't patched mine. Definitely interested to check it out. So let's pull up the article here. It improves the frame rates, and one thing people have said about Breath of the Wild is pretty much one of the only negative things about it is the frame rate drops when you have it docked. In certain areas of the game, it drops, and it's more annoying than anything. I've only found this one time where the frame rate started making the game jitter a little bit, and I'm up near 50 hours with it. So the patch notes, adjustments have been made to make for a more pleasant gaming experience. Let's boost that up here. So that's a good thing. Now I have consistent 30 frames per second in an area where they knew that there was a drop. So that's definitely good. And there's a side-by-side comparison of the improvements. You can watch. There's a lot of videos people showing where it's not jittery anymore. Frame rate issues. Yeah, these are people that are saying that it was the annoying part of the game. So that's first patch to Breath of the Wild. It fixes one of the issues that people were complaining about. There was another little interesting note in the patch over at Zelda Informer. They put this up. The new DLC dates are included with the update. So, includes the new dates for both the DLC expansions. What's included in the DLC is pretty much the same. New hard mode, new dungeon, and those things. So not a ton of detail of what you get with the DLC. But it does say that it does have dates now for the DLC, which is August and December instead of summer and winter. New dungeon, hard mode. That is a great thing. While I'm hours and hours in on Breath of the Wild, I really haven't scratched the surface as far as the main quest goes. I haven't fought any of the 4 divine beasts. I'm still just looking all over the map. I have the whole map opened up. I was gonna do a I don't know, periodic reviews, kind of what I thought. I haven't given my full review on it. It's definitely, it's safe to say now, it's favorite Zelda game. Beats out the Wind Waker. Best game of all time. I don't know if we can make that judgment yet, but definitely my favorite Zelda game, and no slowing down 50 hours in or so, and DLC is just going to add more content to it. I really want to see them come out with another one of these with a world that's more populated. Kind of the way the game is, I understand, where it's somewhat empty and it's a world that's been run down for 100 years. I'd really like to see kind of like a Link to the Past, where there's almost 2 worlds, where you have a more populated one of Hyrule you can see, and then one that kind of gets destroyed like this one. I think that'd be cool. I really want to see them build off of the foundation of what they got here. A lot of the systems that they have in place are really cool. I like the weapon system. I wish you could do something to stop your weapons from breaking. I haven't found that yet, and I haven't seen anyone say that you can. So I wish they would add that so you could kind of keep some of your weapons, but I like that it forces you to use other weapons. So, not a big thing, weapons breaking, but so there it is, Breath of the Wild patch. I hope that they continue to actively tweak it and iron out a couple of those frame rate things that they have, if needed, if this doesn't fix it entirely. Last article for the day. The Nintendo Switch, people are still trying to find where to get the Nintendo Switch. Some folks are having luck pre-ordering it on GameStop. You have to wait a couple of weeks, but you're still getting it. So a lot of articles dedicated on where to find them and where to get your Nintendo Switch, and they update them. Hey, it's in stock at Amazon. It's in stock here. Check back April 3rd. So people are actively out there showing where you can get the Nintendo Switch, how to get the Nintendo Switch. Still hard to get, but people are finding success getting it. And, they're selling 1 million of them, but Best Buy, GameStop, people are able to walk in when they get their new supplies and still get some. So it's not that rare. I think as the holidays come up, it's going to be more rare. But one thing we like to do is I like to pull up eBay and see what the sell price is on the Nintendo Switch to kind of see what premium they're getting in the aftermarket for them. That gives you a little bit of an idea of what the demand is for them. So let's see what the latest is on that. So these were ones that all ended just prior to the show when I started up. When I first started reading the news this morning, I just grabbed a handful of them to see where they would end up at. And this one you can see, I'll punch this up a little bit, $380 plus shipping. So it's down to people are getting under $100 profit for the Nintendo Switch. So that a lot of people must be trying to sell these. It was up to $800 for some bundles, and I think I calculated at $200-300 of profit. people were getting for it. So that's dropped off quite a bit now, where it's under 100 for some people. They did sell it. Let's check out some other ones here. 420. Okay, shipping is free. $100 this, probably. Not bad. They did not sell it for $419. 380 sold. So $80, $100 people are getting for it, for the Nintendo Switch now on eBay. It's still a good chunk. It's decent profit, I guess you could make. I don't know if it'd be worth it for me, the hassle to go get the system and sell it. I think if these people had held on to them around the holidays, you're going to see the price go up more. Where you could see some base systems going for like $600, where you can almost double your money. So it still shows that there's a aftermarket demand for it. The numbers are dropping a little bit, so that's interesting to see. I think there is enough supply out there to keep people happy. Now, remember, Nintendo said that they would have enough supply that there wouldn't be a shortage of Nintendo Switch. They were adamant that you wouldn't see a shortage. There'd be plenty of them. It wasn't going to be like the NES Classic. You're going to be able to get your hands on a Switch. And once it started selling, immediately they said we're going to have to double production. So I want to say that they're selling as many units as they thought they would. So extra sales are going to be above and beyond what they expected. So that's a good thing for them. Interesting to see the demand, the pricing anyways. It seems to be lowering a little bit. Curious to see around the holidays what that shows. So good way to look at kind of what the appetite is for the market when you look at eBay and the after sales for the systems out there. So that's it for today's show. Chat with us live 1:30 Eastern, 12:30 Central. Tweet us at InvestorXP, or you can shoot us an email. It's mail@investorxp.com. This is the news show that gives you the latest headlines for investing for gamers, and we hope you all get more involved in investing. If you're watching the recap, leave us messages in the comment section of the videos. We'll reply to those. Put your stock tips in there, whatever you want. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. We want to continue to grow this channel in the community, and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Have a great weekend.